Welcome to St. Joseph's open web-based learning platform, SoElearn, for a soulful and enriching e-learn experience. Department of Commerce and Management presents MOOCs St. Joseph's massive open online course. I, Dr. N. Jyoti, going to teach Module 1, Introduction to Business Organization, and it is a part of the Business Organization subject. Module 1, Introduction to Business Organization, contains 4 chapters. First chapter, definition, concept, features, importance of the business. In the second chapter, we are going to learn about stages of development of business and classification of business activities. In chapter 3, meaning, characteristics, importance and objectives of business organization we are going to learn. In chapter 4, we are going to learn difference between industry and commerce and business and profession. Along with that, modern business and their characteristics. What are the major outcomes of this module we are going to learn? So those are the learning outcomes. By the end of this course, or by the end of this module 1, the students will be able to describe the concepts of the business, and they can classify the various business activities to develop their business, and they can comprehend the role of business organization in achieving business objectives, differentiate between industry and commerce, and business and profession also. Now let us begin Introduction to Business Organization under the chapter 1.1, Concept of Business. This particular 1.1 contains definition of the business, concept of the business, features of the business, and importance of the business. Dear students, from our day-to-day life, we will, whatever we want, we have to depend on the business products, isn't it? So right from the day to night, whenever we want to survive, we have to depend on lot many products. From where all the products are we are getting? Maybe from the shoppings or from the retail malls or something like that. So, but how they are getting? They are getting from the wholesalers. And how they are getting? They are getting from the business organizations or otherwise the manufacturing sectors. Here the manufacturing sectors comes under the business. So in the business we have manufacturing sectors also will be there and service sectors also will be there. In our daily life we will depend upon not only the manufacturing sector products, and we will depend upon the service products also, isn't it? So let us go with the concept and the meaning of the business. The term business refers to all the economic activities carried out by the people and the organizations for generating incomes. Here we have, in the economics already we have learned that we have 2 types of the activities will be there. Those are economic activities and non-economic activities. What are the economic activities? Activities are undertaken to earn some income to meet the material needs. So the major motive is to get some profit by selling those goods and services. Whereas the non-economic activities are completely social and religious in nature. So non-economic activities maybe belongs to your family. For example, your mother feeding you, isn't it? Your father earning the money and bringing to the house. So all those things, and your teacher giving a lecture with a free of cost, and all those things will comes under the non-economic activities. Okay, you are helping to your friends, and that is also non-economic activity. But whereas the economic activity, whatever the service or whatever the product, in order to get those, we are giving some money or we are giving some amount to render that particular service, and those activities we will call it as a economic activity. So here our business comes under economic activity. Okay, and it is concerned with producing and distributing the goods and services for earning a profit. So we need to produce the products. How can it will be possible? It will be possible by manufacturing the goods. How can a product can become? First of all, we need to put the inputs, that is the raw material, put it into the process, and then you will get the actual finished product. And that product have to be launched in the market, and then they will sell in the market so that they can earn the profit. And it is a regular process for exchanging goods and services, which involve of course the risk and uncertainty. And all these risk and uncertainty we are going to learn in the features and also in the objectives of the business. Already I told you, business is an economic activity aimed to fulfill the needs and wants of the customers. So it is very, very important. So whatever we want, for suppose if you are feeling thirsty, what do you want? You need certain water, isn't it? So that is a need. And want means if you are feeling thirsty, water is there, but you don't want to drink water. You want to drink some Pepsi, Coca-Cola or something like that. And that one will comes under the wants. So here the economic, in order to fulfill your needs, business activities always to earn more profits, what they will do is they will focus on not only the needs, and they will focus on the wants of the customers through the supply of the goods and services for their, here there means customer satisfaction. And now coming to the definition of the business. Definition of the business means, here meaning of the business means whatever you understood, that one we will call it as a meaning. Whereas the definition means some authors, some researchers in their, along with their research, when the conducting of the research, they gave the meaning of that particular terminology or particular word in their own words. So that we will call it as a definition. One, it is approved patent rights, and then it will comes under as a definition. According to that, here I gave two definitions. So under that, the first one is, according to L.H. Haney, business may be defined as a human activity. It is a human activity directed towards. So here human beings are involved to perform that particular activity. They are directed towards producing or acquiring wealth through buying and selling of goods. So they are earning the profits by how? By they are buying the goods and selling the goods. Here buying the goods means they have to buy the raw material from the suppliers. Okay, ma? And then they will put it in the process. Finally, they will get the finished product, and once the finished product they got, they will sell in the market. So this whole process we will call it as a business. And one more definition also I gave, and that is, according to the James Stephen, all the economic activities. Already I told what are the economic activities, isn't it? Economic activities are those activities, after performing those activities we will get some profit. So economic activities performed for earning profits are termed as business. Clear? And now business can be either your occupation or can be a profession also. Profession means maybe a teachers, lawyers, doctors, or whatever it may be, or a trade, or in commercial activity also. Commercial activity in the sense, it may be a retail establishment owner, or otherwise a shopping mall owner, or something like that. Commercial activity which involves providing goods or services in exchange of profits. So they have to exchange the profit. Here value of the product have to be exchanged along with their profit. Okay. Profits in a business are not necessarily money. It can be a benefit in any form which can be acknowledged by the business entity involved in the business activity. So here the one more clear-cut definition is given for the business, and that is, business can be entity or business can be an activity. Let us see what is the business entity and the activity. So business as an entity and activity. What is as an entity? A business entity is an organization or any other entity engaged in, it have to be, that entity must and should have to be engaged in commercial, okay, professional, charitable means all the some kind of the non-economic activities are also will comes under that, or industrial activities. Okay, here it can be, that means already I told the activities are of two types, economic activities and non-economic activities. That means here if both are involved and that particular thing will comes under the entity. That means non-economic activities we are considering it is a business, that activity must and should will be comes under the entity only. Anyway, all the economic activities will comes under the economic activities. It can be an for profit entity or a non-profit entity, not for the profit entity also. It may or may not have a separate existence from the people or the person controlling it. There should not be any separate existence from the people or the person controlling it. A business coming to the activity. Activity means a person is a commercial activity which involves providing goods or services with a primary motive of earning profits. Compulsory or primary motive is earning profits, and that activity will comes under the business activity. So all the non-economic activities can be considered as an entity, and all the economic activities will consider as an activity. Clear? And here I gave some of the examples for the businesses. Anyway, what are the different the variations or the classifications of the business and the sectors we are going to learn in the next chapters of this particular module only. Here we have agriculture is a business, mining, financial, manufacturing, real estate, retailers also, number of retailers, all the shopping malls and the kirana shops and everything, services, different services we are having, transportation services, banking services, financial services. So transportation is also included, but that is a part of the service only. Okay, and utilities. So all these are different kinds of the businesses. Apart from that we have so many are there. And now coming to the overall, in a nutshell, what is the concept of the business over here? Already in the business concept we learned that the business contains the economic activities and the non-economic activities, and specially business will comes under the economic activities. Why? Because the major motive of the business is to earn some profit. So coming to the business concept, we have, these are the 5 divisions are there. Under the first one is product. Without the product we cannot run the business. Here product may be a product or may manufacturing product or maybe a service product also. Okay, so always whenever you think about the product, you have to think that how would your customers define your product, how they are, that means what kind of the benefit they are receiving. Why? Because for each and every product they are giving certain amount to you, isn't it? The relative worth of that particular product here they are giving to a seller, and then only they are buying. So from the buyer, from that particular product, and what they are expecting, and that what benefits they are going to take, and that we'll call it as a product. And for each and every product also there must and should be a value, and that value only we'll call it as a value proposition. Okay, what is for the target customers, what are the product uniqueness, your product must and should be completely unique with the some other products. Okay, even though similar products will be there, your product should have certain features. And once that is over, distribution, manufacturing over, you gave certain value through by giving certain price to that particular product, and now you have to distribute. How can you distribute? So distributors, you need to find out how do you deliver the benefit to the customers, through whom? Directly, none of the manufacturer, we are not, as a buyer, we are not directly going to the manufacturer. As a seller, he is not coming to us to give a product to us. In between, lot many distribution channels are there. So what kind of the distribution channels they are approaching as a manufacturer to give that particular product to the customer, and that we'll call it as a distribution. And positioning, what will you excel at and what will be adequate, and where you, which particular place, that means it comes under the, this is a link to the target customers, where your target customers, and then you need to create your market. Once the market is created in that particular place, you already know that our target customers are there, and then you need to put your product. Okay, ma? Then target customers, who is the target customer in what situation, who is your target customers? For example, your product is a toy, then who is your target customers over here? Here the target customers are kids. Of course, the parents have to buy, no? The parents are also will comes under that. If your product is a accessories like lipstick, foundation or something like that, then who are your target customers? All the teenagers and the youngsters are your mostly the target customers. Okay, any the shaving cream or the shaving blade or something like that, and who are your target customers? All males are the your target customers. Okay, so that is the business concept. So product, value position, distribution, you need to distribute, and after that you have to position, and then you have to go with the target customers, and this is a cyclic process. So once your target customers are fixed, then you can think about the product, and then also you can come along, you can complete the cyclic process of this particular business concept. And now let us see the major features of the business. So what are the, here features may be considered as the nature of the business or the characteristics of the business also. So each and every, there are lot many businesses will be there already, we have seen, isn't it? Businesses means businesses are lot many variations are there depending upon their size, industry, location, or depending upon that we have different features, and the characteristics are also there. Here are the some features. Ownership. Ownership, here we have, we can start a business as a sole proprietorship, or as a partnership, or as a cooperative society, or as a corporation also. Corporation means company. Sole proprietorship means only single person. Partnership means group of people, more than two people, they combining together and they want to start a business. They invested, okay, their investment, partition of the investment will be there, with that they want to start the business, and that we'll call it as a partnership. Anyway, this particular, for this we'll call it as a forms of the business. The regarding these forms of the business, you are going to learn in the module 2 in depth. And now, what is the purpose? Businesses exist to provide certain goods and services to the consumers. Already I told you, know, whatever the product it may be, whatever the business it may be, it have to fulfill the needs of the customers. Ultimately, at the end, they have to satisfy the customer. Customer service is the major motto of the business. Okay, and then it should have certain organization. If there is no organization, there is no particular structure, then how can we run the business, isn't it? There must be a structure. There must be some top level, middle level, and the lower level should be there. Hierarchy, systematic order should be there. And of course, that depends upon the size and nature of the business also. If it is a small scale organization, we no need to go for that much of big structure, isn't it? If it is a sole proprietorship, like a one-man army, one person himself or the herself can conduct the business. So like that, organization, if it is a large scale or the MNC company, must and should have different organizations will be there. They have to follow some hierarchy. Just now I told you, know, top level, middle level, and the lower level. And now management. So in the previous organization structure is there, no? These are the levels of the management. Okay, then what are the major functions of the management? So major functions of the management are planning, organizing, directing, controlling and staffing. You need to plan what do you want to do. Everything have to be planned. Organizing. So arrangements. So whatever you plan, that you need to implement. In order to implement, you need lot many things. So that you need to arrange. So next, directing. So once the arrangements are done, you have to give directions to your staff members or the employees. So then controlling, and after whether they are inspecting, here supervising, whether they are performing the task completely or not, that have to be inspected, and that is the management. And coming to the capital, investment is also very important. Financial resources are more important for the any kind of the business. So business requires capital to start, operate, grow, whatever it may be, we need the capital. And production, of course the businesses are engaged in the production of the goods and services. Okay, how it, already I told you, production means input, process, output. Take the raw materials, put it into the process, and then finally you will get the finished products. Marketing, so it is a production, marketing, capital, production, marketing, human resources. These are the various and the crucial the departments in the organization or in a business. Okay, so marketing. So once the finished products are ready, they are supposed to be launched in the market. So potential customers and the target customers are must and should be there. All the 4P's like product, price, place and promotion are the important marketing mix in the marketing field. So that is very important for the marketing. And next, coming to the human resources. People are a crucial resource for the any business. So they have to. So in the human resource management, that involves procurement, that means the recruiting, selecting. After selecting, we need to give the training. Once the training is over, and then you need to ask them to do the work, and then you have to perform the performance appraisal have to be done. Then compensation have to be given. Then welfare amenities are supposed to be given. If any conflicts occurs, you need to resolve those conflicts also. And all those things will come under the human resources. And business is a profit motive. Already I told you, profit is more essential for the survival and the growth of the business. So business is to generate the profit, we have to concentrate on the business. And risk will be there. We cannot say here in the risk we have internal factors and the external factors will be there. Internal factors means within the organization, that can be controllable. If for suppose employees are not working properly, or we need to change some objectives of the business, and that can be changed. But whereas coming on to the external factors like political factors, economic factors, social factors, on that we need to concentrate on more. So competitors, your suppliers, your economic fluctuations, operational challenges, and these are the more risk, and it is a critical part of the business. Anyway, if you overcome that, you can succeed. And legal structure. Each business operates within a legal framework of the business and its rights and responsibilities. Legal structure is very important. For these regulations includes taxation, employment protection, environmental protection, and consumer rights also. Right to hear, right to place, and right to inform, and all those things will come under the consumer rights. And social responsibility. Whatever the business you are doing, you have to give importance to the society. That means you are not supposed to harm the environment. Whenever you are releasing any waste, that have to be recycled first, and then one have to release in the environment. And competition. Already I told you, in the SWOT analysis, competitors will be there. So you need to take care about the competitors. So the common businesses are having certain partnership or something, you are merging with the other companies, and that market share you need to think about that. Customers, resources, and competition can be drive innovation or efficiency, but can be also lead to the price also. And technology plays nowadays, every day technology is changing, so we need to concentrate on the technology. Okay, innovation, every time business. So for example, take a mobile phone. The mobile phone, every week we are getting a new version. So on each and every version, they are giving special features to that particular business, and that is also very very important. So innovation and creativity is more important in the features of the businessman. So these are the certain features of the business. And now coming to the very very important thing is, what is the importance of the business, why we need to do the business. So already I told, under the business we have economic growth. Businesses are engines of the economic growth. They create jobs, generate income and contribute to the gross domestic product, that is the GDP of the countries. And business is also important for job creation. Businesses are the primary sources of the employment. If there is no business, who will get, how can we get the opportunities? So businesses are more important for providing the opportunities for the people to earn living and support their families. And business is also important for innovation and progress. The businesses are at the forefront of the innovation. They invest in research and development to create new products and the services. The wealth creation through the business, the businesses generate profits, and that can be reinvested in the company, and that can be distributed to the shareholders also, so that the expansion will come and they will get the jobs also. And tax revenue, businesses are the significant contributors to the government. So each and every businesses are paying the tax to the government. So tax is collected from the business, and that money is helping to the public services such as education, healthcare, for the infrastructure, public safety, etc. And it is a global trade. So not only business is not only fixed for the local or to the country, it had to be expanded. That means businesses have to facilitate the international trade by importing and exporting of the goods and services. And social responsibility, already we discussed, CSR. So that is the corporate social responsibility initiative to give back to the community. Okay. Competition and efficiency. So business competition drives efficiency and improvement. The companies have to strive to offer better products and the services and the prices to attract to retail or to loyal the customers. Entrepreneurship. So businesses are provide a best platform for the entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs means here starter, whoever are starting the new business, and that particular the person will call it as a entrepreneurs. And products and problem solving. So businesses can be, they will get lot many challenges in the organization. So in order to solve that particular problem, what we will do is, we have to depend on the businesses only. Okay. Renewable energy technology, you want to combine that. So for that also we need to start up a new business. So whatever the problem occurring in the business, that can be solved. So for all these things, business is very very important. So businesses are integral to functioning the modern economics in the society. So girls, in this particular the chapter, we learned about the meaning, definition, and what is the concept of the business, and what are the major features of the business, and what is the importance of the business. Hope you understood and you'll earn a lot. Here are some activities also there. So take any MNC company belongs to the IT sector and find out that features and measures to overcome the risk and uncertainty faced that organization. In the next coming chapter, we are going to learn about the objectives of the business. Okay. Thank you.